Mildred Armstrong Kalish was taken aback when her memoir about life on an Iowa farm during the Great Depression unexpectedly became a bestseller and garnered recognition as one of the New York Times top 10 books in 2007. Originally, Kalish had merely shared these stories from her past to entertain her granddaughter, never anticipating their wider reach. However, at the age of 85, she found herself thrust into the literary spotlight. In her book, Little Heathens, Hard Times and High Spirits on an Iowa Farm During the Great Depression, Kalish transports readers to rural Iowa in the 1930s. While much of the narrative revolves around familiar farm activities like haying, milking, planting, and regular church attendance, what stands out is the abundance of joy and gratitude expressed by Kalish, despite a childhood marked by hard work and frugality. Kalish's story begins when her life takes a significant turn at the age of 5. Her father is permanently expelled from the family due to an undisclosed transgression. Stepping in to fill the void are her grandparents, stern individuals who have retired from a successful farming career to the small town of Garrison but still own 4 farms. Mildred, her younger sister, 2 brothers, and mother settle into the smallest of these farms, a humble abode lacking electricity and plumbing, with a dilapidated barn. Nonetheless, the Armstrongs raise livestock, cultivate crops, preserve food, and enjoy a diverse range of wholesome meals. Despite the scarcity brought about by the Great Depression, the family remains relatively unaffected due to their self-sufficiency, which is achieved through collaborative efforts with Mildred's aunt and uncle, who farm across the road. Mildred's formative years are divided between living in town and the countryside. During the harsh winters, her family seeks refuge in her grandparents' spacious home, enduring the challenges with patience and resilience. The grandparents, who never quite adapted to the modern era, regard their daughters' children as little heathens, criticizing their attire, speech, and overall behavior. The daily routines, from morning to bedtime, strictly adhere to a predetermined schedule. The household's frugality permeates every aspect of their lives, with rules against snacking between meals and leaving food uneaten on plates. Money is spent sparingly, limited to essential items such as tea, sugar, salt, white flour, fabric, and kerosene. Despite the strictness, there are some bright spots in town life. Just 3 blocks away resides Aunt Belle, an energetic and amiable spinster who delights Mildred with her homemade candies, word games, and a 4-foot-high Victrola. Thanksgiving dinner briefly transforms the grandparents' austere home, with months of preparation and gathering of holiday provisions, culminating in a lavish feast served on Grandma's finest china. In mid-May, when town school ends, Mildred and her siblings are set free on the farm once again. Under their mother's looser supervision, they dress as they please, eat whenever hunger strikes, and create their own daily structure. While they have many chores, such as tending to the garden, caring for the animals, and preparing meals, they approach them with their own sense of timeliness. However, come September, as the country school year begins, their mother insists that they complete all homework and study music. Despite her indifference towards maintaining a well-ordered household, Mildred's mother prioritizes their education. Mildred thrives at school and finds joy in learning. In the second part of the book, Kalish's narrative explores various aspects of 1930s rural culture that contribute to character building. In the absence of electricity, the family washes their laundry by hand. With only a wood-burning stove, they dedicate considerable time and effort to gathering wood to meet their cooking and heating needs. Separating milk stands as one of the children's more demanding daily tasks. Turning the fresh milk into a large contraption requires cranking, followed by the intricate process of disassembling and cleaning its numerous components. Harvesting hay, described by the author as sheer hell for everyone, serves as a test of character, strengthening it significantly. However, character building does not solely rely on hard labor. The older generation in the family imparts countless homespun aphorisms, such as waste not, want not, reinforcing the values of thrift and industriousness. In Grandpa's library, Mildred finds solace in books by influential figures like Ben Franklin, which extol the virtues of honesty and responsibility. Naturally, the Bible and religion hold a prominent place in the family's moral upbringing. As upstanding citizens of Garrison, the family aligns with the Methodist faith, which values humility and sacrifice while discouraging emotional displays. including embraces, thus earning the moniker Hearty Handshake Methodists. Another essential aspect of strong character is stoicism. In Mildred's farming community, succumbing to illness or injury, unless life-threatening, implies moral weakness. Families are hesitant to seek professional medical aid, preferring traditional home remedies often found in a comprehensive book called the People's Home Library. Kalish recalls using spiderwebs as makeshift bandages, a resourceful and cost-effective solution. Indeed, her book dedicates an entire chapter to her family's thrifty practices, emphasizing the cultural reverence for making do. The final 2 parts of the book recount the simple yet exhilarating pleasures of country life. Kalish reminisces about organized pastimes, including community box socials that involve auctioning off homemade meals, exchanging May baskets with friends, and the bountiful harvest from their garden. Left to their own devices, Mildred and her peers indulge in the invention of various amusements. They tip over outhouses, embark on a quest to dig a hole to China, secretly ride unbroken colts, tame raccoons, and even slide down the frozen creek during blizzards. For Mildred, the simple act of walking barefoot in the grass exhilarates her senses. Food holds immense significance in the book, serving as both cherished memories and a vital aspect of farm labor. Kalish generously includes numerous family recipes that add flavor to her narrative. Eventually, Kalish's journey takes her away from Iowa. At the age of 21, she joined the U.S. Coast Guard Women's Reserve, married Harry Kalish, and later pursued a career as an English professor. Reflecting on her experience, Kalish stated in a 2008 interview, "One thing I learned in teaching exposition is that you never give a generality without supporting it with detail." Her book richly abounds with intricate details that support its underlying themes of thrift, hard work, and self-reliance. These details not only reinforce her introductory observation that it was quite a rom, but also provide a captivating and authentic portrayal of her life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.